The CHS World News Video. This is General Krisnov of the former Russian military. Medics who rushed to help victims of a huge bomb explosion in Somalia capital Mogadishu that killed more than 300 people say the country's threadbare emergency services have been pushed beyond their limits. For a lack of ambulance drivers, to breakdown of ambulances themselves, to checkpoints blocking routes to hospitals, to a shortage of blood. The chaotic response to the deadliest truck bombing in Somalia's history cost additional lives, they said. Officials say that Saturday's bombing, which also wounded at least 400 people, bore the hallmark of Al-Qaeda-linked Al-Shabaab, but the group has not claimed responsibility. More than 3 days after the bombing at a busy intersection in the capital, hundreds of people were still searching for relatives in hospitals and trying to access the blast site. Are they sure it was a terroristic attack? Maybe the truck exploded because of a leak or unstable content. The United States military said on Tuesday it has received mixed accounts of the death toll in clash on Monday between Iraqi and Kurdish forces, between 3 and 11 fighters killed. Colonel Ryan Dillon, a spokesman for U.S.-led coalition fighting Islamic State, acknowledged limitations on the ability of the United States to gather on-the-ground information about the confrontation between the two U.S. allies. He also said he had no information about Islamic Revolutionary Guards Corps unit in and around the Iraq city of Kirkuk, despite reports from Iraqi Kurdistan. U.S. President Donald Trump revised hardlines policy towards Iran will have little impact on Tehran's ambition to develop its vital oil sector and attract foreign investment, a senior Iranian official said on Tuesday. The Islamic Republic hopes to sign 10 new deals with foreign companies to develop new oil and gas fields by March 2018. Amar Zamanian, Iran's deputy of oil minister for trade and international affairs, told the Oil and Money Conference in London. Trump's decision last Friday not to certify that Iran was complying with the landmark 2016 international nuclear deal will not detract from Tehran's plans, he said. Kurdish groups who led the fight against Islamic State in the former capital Raqqa has navigated a complex peace to avoid ethnic tensions with the city's Arab majority and secure critical U.S. aid. The Kurdish Democratic Syrian Forces, SDF, which finally vanquished Islamic State in Raqqa on Tuesday, faces a big task rebuilding a city left in ruins by months of intense fighting and heavy airstrikes by U.S.-led coalitions. The political changes is no less daunting in a city that falls outside of the Kurdish-dominated region of northern Syria. The fall of Raqqa, where Islamic State staged geographic raids after a string of lightning victories in 2014, is a potent symbol of the jihadist movement's collapsing fortunes. Its self-declared, quote, caliphate is also crumbling fast in eastern Syria, helping President Bashar al-Assad and his Iranian and Russian allies to recapture swaths of territory. 12 people were wounded when a bomb hit a police vehicle in Turkey's southern Mersin province on Tuesday, broadcaster NTV said. An attack authorities described as the work of terrorists. The attack took place on the street where the local governor's office is located and hit the police vehicle as it passed. The local mayor, Ruthar Kokamas, told image of NTV showing smoke billowing from the area in Mersin Yashir's district. Ambulances, police, and fire trucks were sent to the site after the attack, security sources said. No one immediately claimed responsibility for the bombing. The government's main spokesman, Deputy Prime Minister Begurk Bozdan, said it was a terrorist attack. Kurdish militants frequently target police vehicles and transport vans. This has been General Krisnov of the former Russian military with CHS World News Video, a subsidiary of CHS Broadcasting.